The moment you begged them to stay, you lost. Not the relationship, yourself. And I'm going to show you something most people figure out years too late. The people who make others regret leaving them never once try to. What I'm about to tell you will completely rewire how you see love, loss, and your own worth. 1. She gave everything. There was a woman. She gave everything. Her time, her energy, her loyalty. And one day, without a single warning, she was replaced, like she never existed. She cried, she texted, she showed up uninvited, she explained herself over and over again. And the more she chased, the more she confirmed something she didn't even realize. But here's where it gets strange. One night, alone, exhausted, and completely done, something shifted inside her. Not because of a book, not because of a conversation, but because she finally understood one brutal truth that most people go their entire lives never grasping. People only regret losing what they realize they cannot replace. And she made a decision. She would become something irreplaceable. 2. You're confirming their decision. Here's the psychology nobody talks about. When you chase someone who chose to leave, your brain thinks you're fighting for yourself. But their brain reads something completely different. It reads, "You were the prize. I was lucky. Please take me back." Every text, every explanation, every apology is just more evidence that their decision was right. But the moment you go silent, the moment you stop explaining yourself, the moment you actually start living, their brain does something they never expected. It starts questioning everything. Did I make a mistake? Why have they stopped trying? What changed? That silence, that absence, is more powerful than anything you could ever say. Because you're no longer begging for your worth, you're living it. And that distinction changes everything. 3. Build in private. So what do you actually do? First, stop performing for people who are no longer watching. Most people post, they copy, they signal. All of it dressed up as confidence. None of it is. Instead, disappear. Build in private. Let the results show up on their own. Second, upgrade without mercy. Your body, your money, your mind, your circle. Not for them. For the version of you that never needed their approval to begin with. And third, this is the one most people get wrong. Become unreachable, not unavailable. Unavailable people are hiding. Unreachable people are too far ahead to look back. When they see that you've built something they no longer have access to, that's when regret hits. Not the soft kind, the kind that keeps people up at night. 4. She never looked back. That woman I told you about at the start, she never sent one last message. She never posted a thing. She just disappeared. 6 months later, he reached out, not with an apology, with desperation, because he finally saw what he had walked away from. And her response? Nothing. Not out of anger, not out of revenge, but because she had become someone who no longer needed to respond. That is the real power. Not making them regret leaving, being so far ahead that their regret no longer belongs in your world. If this hit you today, share it. Subscribe.